All right. Well, this sweet lady in 1951 was possibly an extroverted person and was feeling like she wanted to have some sort of connection in a way that was unique and pre-internet. So instead of posting on a messaging board, hey, looking for friends, haha, she posted on a bunch of eggs. She went into a place with a marker, took some eggs and wrote on the bottom the address, like, hey, contact me for a good time. No, but yeah, contact me, put it in some random egg cartons and left. Kind of skipping ahead, she doesn't remember if anyone contacted her from those eggs in particular, but at least one fellow bought that egg and preserved it himself. He looked at it and said, oh, this is a cool idea, and kept it in his house. And for, I think it was 40 years, 50 years or something, it was in that house. And then he assumedly passed away, and this house was passed on to another fellow who found this egg and for like another 20 years held on to it. Person's name, address, and I don't think the year was on there, but it could have been. But he was really looking for this woman who did this, whose name was Miss Mary Foss. Now, of course, in 1951, the internet was not yet widespread or invented. And when this guy started looking up 20 years ago, again, the internet wasn't like that well developed. So it took him a while to finally find this woman who was living still and was 92 years old. And so he went over there and said, I found your egg. And you know what she said to him? What? I don't remember doing this, but I was a crazy person back in my day. I could have done something like this. In her old cute lady accent, I'm sure. Old lady accent. And so she doesn't remember, but she was like, this is something that I would do. So thanks for holding on this egg, but bye. Because you're also super young, too young for me now.
That's almost the sad part of the story, that the original guy who found the egg, he was obviously quite interested, but never contacted her. He could have written a letter and been like, hi, Mary.
Found your egg.
Found your egg, you know, let's hang out. It could have been this really romantic love story.
Yeah, a meet cute in the movies. See, they could make a movie about this. Extroverted egg. Better, needs a better title.
Yeah.
Like Extraordinary Love.
Oh, Extraordinary Love.
Yeah. Oh gosh, I should never make movie titles. Anyways, so that's the end of the story. Kind of a happy ending in the end. She got one of her eggs back, and the man finally found her in lieu of the original owner. But if the original owner is listening up above or wherever, you should have contacted her.
Missed opportunity.
Yeah, it would have made for a better story. Anyways, have you ever given your contact information to someone you didn't know well?
There is one particularly traumatizing incident,
Oh.
not negatively.
Okay.
Don't worry, nobody got hurt, you know, apart from my broken heart. There is a bit of a stereotype that, you know, woman sees man, man sees woman. Their eyes meet across the room. They feel a burning desire for one another, and one of them hands the other one their phone number on a piece of paper. They romantically consider, and then maybe later the next day they send each other a message. So I think I was about 25, and this happened to me. My eyes locked eyes with another person, a stranger. I'd never seen him. He was gorgeous. He was glorious. So I brushed past him. You know, I'd written down my phone number on a piece of paper, and I brushed past him. We looked at one another, and I tried to give him my phone number in the sexiest way possible and walk off, all casual, like in the movies. And then, so I went back to my friends, and we carried on our night.
What, did you give it, though?
Yeah, I did. I gave it to him.
there
He
you
looked
go.
at me. He didn't reject it. He took it from my hands. I thought, oh, maybe I will receive a message at some point. And then he never messaged. Nothing ever happened. So I did give my number to a stranger.
It was the son of this egg guy.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, this happened to my
Somewhere
dad too.
in his house, he's got my number, just like
framed,
waiting for someone
Yeah.
else to take.
Oh, that's a good story. I wish there was like an end to it.
Yeah, it would have been a very romantic story.
Shame.
You got a call,
Yeah,
gentlemen?
got a call or text. There's texting at that time, right?
Yeah.
Oh wow. I have given contact information to a stranger. It was Pagoda. Didn't know them at the time. Gave them my contact to call me. And they did, and that's why I'm here. But yeah, as for an actual story, I don't think so. I did have a couple people at Starbucks give me their numbers, like on their trash cup. You know what I mean? Like they drink it all and they're like, put the cup back up to be thrown away. And that was like, oh, you could have written it on like a normal piece of paper. No.
Yeah, what am I going to do? Take this cup home?
Yeah.
Take this egg home?
Yeah. Take this egg? Are you kidding me? Would you have eaten the egg?
I'd have done one or the other. I'd have been like, okay, I'm either going to call this girl now or write to her a letter. Sorry, it's the 1950s. Or I'm going to just forget about it and eat the egg. Yeah, I think just keeping the egg with the address on is...
It was almost like he lived a life full of regret that he didn't do it, but want that to do it, but couldn't do it. You know what I mean? And like he just kept it as a memory of his failure almost.
Maybe.
Because like, why would you keep the egg or not do it? It's just, I don't know.
It is an odd choice by the guy. Yeah.
But speaking of that, maybe he was very sentimental. So are you an oddly sentimental person?
I think so, yeah. There are things, little objects that I've kept from years and years and years ago that have no meaning or value really to anyone but me. But yeah, a few little memories. Yeah, I have got nostalgia for certain objects. How about you?
Yeah, absolutely.
But it's not here in Korea. It's all back with my parents.
Oh, yeah. I have some nostalgic things I've collected in Korea, but it's mostly from the U.S., or in the U.S. But yeah, I am strangely sentimental, and I'm trying to tap down on that because it's not a good thing. That's how hoarders start.
I was going to say, yeah, you can go down a dark path there.
Yeah, so I'm trying to go down to the path of light. But you guys can also go down a good path yourself. And that is a path down to the vocabulary where you're going to find those good, rich, delicious English words that you can munch on and regurgitate to everyone in your everyday life.
Or write them on an egg.
Or write them on an egg and write them on a random egg, and then 50 years later, see if someone still has it. On that note, bye. Bye.
Drain.
Drain.
Explicitly.
Explicitly.
Outlive.
Outlive.
Window of opportunity.
Window of opportunity.
Gregarious.
Gregarious.